Okay, Monday. Time to talk more about Doctor Who, Colin Baker, and the first story of the Trial of a Time Lord season, The Mysterious Planet. So I had been talking about what happens in The Mysterious Planet and giving some reaction to it. Okay, we see the Doctor chained to a pole. And someone asks him, "Where are you from, old one?" The Doctor says, "Old one?" The other man asks, "What station did you disgrace with your miserable presence, water thief?" The Doctor says, "Look, I may look old to you, whiskerless youth, but I'll have you know I'm in the prime of my life. I'm only 900 years old." Now untie me at once. They are preparing to stone the Doctor because they believe he's a water thief. They tell the Doctor, "Water is life. Those who steal life must in their turn die. The immortal commands it." The Doctor wants to know who the immortal is. The other man says, "Feigning ignorance of the immortal will not save you from death." He says, "I am Balazar, the reader of the books, ancient books from the world before the fire. They contain much wisdom for those who can interpret their meaning. Here in Marb, we have three, the books of knowledge. One of them is called..." Okay, so the book is called Moby Dick, one of the books of knowledge that Balazar says. But Balazar, it's funny the way he pronounce when the way it's funny the way Balazar pronounces Moby Dick. Balazar pronounces it as Moby Dick. Moby Dick. By Herman Melville. It makes sense that Balazar mispronounces Moby Dick because it's for him it's an unfamiliar word, so it makes sense that he wouldn't know the correct. That it makes sense that he wouldn't know the correct way to say it because it's a book from his perspective. It's a book that was from ancient times. So it's appropriate that he's mispronouncing it. It's kind of funny. Moby Dick by Herman Melville. Okay. And then Balazar continues. It tells of a great white water god and contains many mystical passages. Another book is The Water Babies by Charles Kingsley, which tells of life long before the fire. And the third book is the most mysterious of all the sacred texts. UK Habitats of the Canadian Goose by H.M. Stationery Office. It's funny to think about a civilization far in the future, and they find books from the past, and they've decided that these are very important books. And just to think about they find whatever's available, these random books, and maybe these are the only books that have survived, and just random books that are to them they're very significant, and they give them more significance than maybe they deserve. Treat them as part of their religion, perhaps. It's funny to think about that. That idea. Just thinking about just random books in our time. People in the future giving them different, giving them a different value than maybe we would, giving them more importance, giving them religious significance, even. So that's funny to think about. Balazar says that they're in Marb Station, and they call the whole world UK Habitat, which is kind of funny. UK Habitat. The whole world is UK Habitat. Balazar removes the chains from around the doctor and moves him a little farther away. He tells the doctor, I think it best that you stand over here in case some stray stone breaks the water jugs. People get very excited at these stonings. The doctor says, I'm not excited. I'm not excited, which is understandable, because they're going to be stoning him. Balazar places the handle of the doctor's umbrella on the doctor's arm, which kind of seems strange. But it was convenient for the doctor. Just as they begin throwing stones at the doctor, he opens his umbrella to deflect the stones. Some of the stones still hit the doctor, and he falls to the floor. The stone throwers cheer in excitement. All right. Perry is taken to the village leader, who says her name is... It's funny because it's because I have the subtitles while I watch anything. And I can see that the name of this person, it's spelled Katryca, but they pronounce it, it looks like it should be pronounced Katryca, but it's pronounced Katryca. Okay, so I thought that was interesting. Katryca, even though it's with a Y. Katryca. Okay. She says she is the leader of the free. Perry says her name is Perpigillium Brown, but her friends call her Perry. Katryca tells Perry that she will provide some excellent husbands for her. Plural. Such women as we have must be shared. Katryca tells her. Then she orders Perry to be imprisoned with Glitz and Dibber. The Immortal prevents the people of Marv Station from killing the Doctor. He tells them to bring the Doctor to him. The Immortal tells the Doctor that his name is Drathro, and that he's an L3 robot. He tells the Doctor that he's not immortal. Even though they call him the Immortal. He's not really immortal, he's just a robot. He has two fair-haired assistants named Tandril and Humpker. Funny names. They think the Doctor is a robot at first, but Drathro says that the Doctor is organic. Drathro commands the Doctor to look for the fault in the black light system. It's indicating incipient failure. The Doctor says, I can see that, but they don't last forever, you know. Drathro says, I am trained only in installation and maintenance. I have trained these humans to study the problem, but they make no progress. The Doctor says, well, black light is very tricky stuff, Drathro. Drathro says, I have a learning capacity, but my processors of ratiocination are logical. Organics often eliminate such steps. The Doctor says it's called intuition. Drathro wants the Doctor to restructure the system. The Doctor says that black light isn't his field. Drathro tells the Doctor that he will make it his field or die. I'm going to stop there.